so we do have like some rules that we follow that we've learned and put in place. And it's not like you don't hit the finish line. It's never over. Like we're always going to have miscommunications. We're always going to have, a conflict that comes up.
How have the last couple months been? I mean, biggest challenge, best part?
I think biggest challenge was us losing the structure of the show. And, we quickly realized like, hey, 2 months ago, we weren't married. We were single. Now, since then, we've met and married. We have friends, we have family. Everybody, some people know, some people don't. And so it's like, how do you navigate these waters? Yeah. And how do you go from, doing whatever you want 2 months ago to like, being part of a family? And so I think once we started getting that and like building, we were in couples therapy, like building out these like frameworks and processes for how we communicate and, me learning that I need to listen more and talk less in some of those situations and things like that to help us sort of navigate those waters.
And I think like one thing looking back at it is that because him and I fell in love so quickly and because we definitely we both knew at the end of the day, we wanted to stay together. So we did feel so pressured to figure out what was the best route for us to take. And so that like created this again, pressure cooker environment that we felt like, oh my God, what do we do? And now that we both came to the conclusion, it's like, it's us. We're spending the rest of our lives together. And so I just can't wait for people to see the relationship that we have now and just ourselves without that kind of pressure. It's like, it's just such a different relationship. And
we spend so much time doing things that we love. Like we travel, we went to Mexico over New Year's. We went to the Wisconsin Dells and did a water park with 10 of our friends, 4 of mine, 5 of hers, or something like that. And so we're doing all of these fun things. We're cooking together. We're going to different restaurants. We're experiencing all these things that we had always wanted to do and have someone to do with. And so we've just been kind of honestly, learning how to communicate better, learning what each other needs out of a relationship, and then just doing things that we want to do to have fun.
I was going to bring up the communication just because part of your story seemed to be, Danielle, you were very candid about some anxieties. And then I think, Nick, it was interesting for you to have to learn how to navigate those. And you guys obviously were doing it in front of camera. So where would you say your communication is now? And what was it like to kind of watch some of those heated moments back?
The couples therapist literally was like, Danielle, you speak French, he speaks German. And when you're talking to each other, it doesn't translate. And it takes months, years sometimes to be able to actually communicate with each other. And so the harder we try, the more our therapist is a translator for us, the easier it becomes. And even with my anxiety, and we both go through our stresses, one time I might need to be alone. One time I might need him to hug me. And I have to realize I can't assume that he's going to know how to be there for me. I have to verbalize, this is what I need from you right now, and be patient with him not completely always understanding what to do in those situations. And so he is I don't know, I can't over communicate how well he is at navigating that stuff.
And I would say too, so we do have some rules that we follow that we've learned and put in place. And it's not you don't hit the finish line. It's never over. We're always going to have miscommunications. We're always going to have a conflict that comes up, but it's the understanding of where one another's coming from and realizing that there's no ill will, there's no judgment. It's just trying to understand has been really helpful for us to get stronger and better and know that we're going to continue to get better. And I don't think there should be any stigma around, getting therapy individually, getting therapy with a couple, because men are from Mars, women are from Venus. We're all coming from a different place, and you can't fault someone for that.
This is my last question. Something you're looking forward to, and where's the rock band set now?
The rock band set is right around the corner here.
Does it stay out?
He's still not good at it,
terrible.
It is I'm not kidding. The first thing that his friends do or my friends do when we get here, the rock band set's here. The costumes are here. He wears the costumes more than I do.
Wow.
We figured it all out. Compromise.